everybody, and welcome to TTWA Chapter 3, Episode 10. I have the Commissioner with me, and the Commissioner says he wants to try opening up today with a new match. Isn't that right, Mr. Commissioner? Please talk into the microphone. Interpretive dance, I guess? Okay. So the Commissioner is basically in this dance telling you that he wants to try doing an S1 match. That's what the 1 means. To see if it's a viable option for the TTWA. Is that correct? Yeah? Okay, I love you. So without further ado, let's start the show. Pop over to that. Pop over to that. Pop over to that, and that's a... Hey, there we go. Oh, no. What happened to you? Who did this to you? There we go. Okay. So, let's begin. So, we are going to open with an S1 rules match, but we have a great show for you tonight. Tonight, we are going to have... the 6th match of the Charles Manson Open Challenge. We are also going to have a Battle Royale, or an 8-man elimination match that we normally have those. They're very fun. But we're going to have one to determine who the #1 contender for Chase Owens' TTWA World Heavyweight Title is. And it's going to have some familiar faces. It's going to be half random and half picked, and I'm going to explain that as the night goes on. But we do have to have our opening match. Now, as you can see, I've never touched this mode. So your referee for this evening, for this opening contest, I should say, is Nick Fury. Okay, sure, that works. Excuse me, I'm trying to fix a whole slew of things that just popped up. Okay. Okay, doke. So, without further ado, open that on accident. That's not what I'm going to do. Let's get our contenders for the first ever S1 rules match. But first, TKO 3. Let's not fuck with this. But let's bump that down to 3, just in case. Oh, wait, no. 3 5-minute rounds, and I don't know what that means. Let's do level 10, because I find that's the most fun. DQ count is on. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Criticals are fun. Okay. Your first ever S1 rules match participants. Oh, hello, it's my bedtime, apparently. Hitoshi Kumano and President, Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay, let's go down to the action. And Hitoshi Kumano coming down to the ring. He is a Japanese pro wrestler, trained and signed to Pro Wrestling Noah as a young lion. So this young lion, growling bear, Hitoshi Kumano, coming down to the ring, to the TTWA ring. And then we have Vice President and then actual President, Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the man who became the president after, they shot Kennedy. So, man's used to having a whole bunch of weight put on his shoulders. Can that translate into a kickboxing rules match? Let's see. Now, there are no grapples, I believe, in the S1 tournament, or S1 matches. Yeah, as you can see, just a lot of hugging. A lot of grapples, a lot of strikes trying to be... no, actually not a lot of strikes. Looks like Hitoshi maybe out of his element, unable to get anything going. Either of these guys. Yeah, Hitoshi hugging LBJ again. Hitoshi going for a dropkick. Both competitors just dodging each other, and now LBJ getting the grapple on Hitoshi. Just getting really close in there. A knee to the side. Hitoshi grabbing LBJ. Just, you know, that grab's actually really, really strategic, because if you think your opponent is going to hit you with a strike, just grab him. And as you can see, it does kind of pay off a little bit. Maybe not to a phenomenal degree, as we are seeing here. A lot of delays. No one's actually taken any strikes so far. Yep, another grapple from Hitoshi Kamano. Another grapple from Hitoshi Kamano. Oh, and Hitoshi going for an elbow. Nope, nothing. Another hug. Another hug. Oh, LBJ with a punch. And that was the end of round one. No one really did anything. And LBJ going for another hug here. Very tactical, these two. Yeah, a lot of tactical hugging happening here. A lot of tactical hugging. Oh, and LBJ going for a... No, he's not. Oh, God, did I say this was 5 rounds? I totally made this 5 rounds, didn't I? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, LBJ with the punch, and then the hug again. Yeah, so... yeah, this is an issue. Okay, so... the commissioner is telling me that we will not be doing S1 matches in the future. And that's good to know, because, yeah, see, I thought maybe we could have, like, a new division, because I've been thinking, you know, of adding a new division. Not this. This will not be that division. This is, quite terrible. So we are going to let this match play itself out. Maybe it will get better. LBJ low shot. But yeah, this is a very much a failed experiment, ladies and gentlemen. Failed experiment here, TTWA. Quite depressing, really. But honestly, you know, hey, it happens. What are you gonna do? So, well, we're getting some action here now, and back to hugging. Back to hugging from everybody. Okay. Yeah, no, a couple more strikes getting thrown. I guess people are trying to feel each other out. I mean, to be fair, one of these guys is a pro wrestling young lion. So a young boy, and the other one is the former president of the United States. So really, maybe not the best people for this, and I get that. Kind of expect it. Anything more? I'll be real with you. Yeah, I really expected just like a lot of striking, like a boxing match. Oh, and there's the strike right there from LBJ, and then Hitoshi hugged him again. Awesome. This is really exciting. This is really exciting gameplay to open up, really excited opening up the, really exciting to open up the show. I also realized that I forgot. Titled the stream wrong, so luckily, thanks to our very exciting match, I was able to adjust the stream title. Still hugging. Hugging. Lots of hugging. Good news. We never knew what happened at the TTWA when when round matches went to the last round, and now I think we're gonna find out, because I don't foresee any of this. These two basically got a free payday to come here and wrestle. My cat, very liberal with the pay. Yeah, we're gonna find out, guys, what happens when there's no decisive winner. I don't know if my cat has hired judges. He might have. I've never met them. I certainly hope they are not in my room with me. That would be quite bad. Oh, there we go. LBJ throwing some strikes here. Oh, and now Hitoshi throwing some strikes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And then they hugged again. Damn it. Nick Fury just wanting him to do anything at this point. Don't worry, guys. We're almost out of this. This fight has been going on for 10 minutes. Jesus, I'm so sorry. This is a terrible fight. So how have you guys been? You been good? I've been good. I hope you join us in 2 weeks at the TTWA T1 Clawmax. Yeah, we thought of a name. I used my girlfriend. My girlfriend's better at puns than me. T1 Clawmax. It's gonna be two brackets of 8 competitors each. It's gonna be a round robin tournament. If you're familiar with the G1 tournament, it's gonna be very similar to that. In fact, it's going to literally just be that. It's going to be the entirety of the arc, or the chapter, I should say. It will probably run pretty long. The chapter layout of having 4 shows and then the chapter finale, probably not going to happen with this one, or like four shows and then new chapter. Probably not going to happen with this one. Probably going to have a little bit more than that, maybe, because it's going to be, like, I did the math, and it would be like 8 matches a show. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Hitoshi just danced. A draw! Okay, cool. Cat didn't hire judges. Good to know. So yeah, it will be like 8 matches a show. Which we'll probably go over the 1 hour limit. And sometimes I can't do that. So we will see. Oh my god, I owe you guys one. Let's do a fucking landmine deathmatch. Holy shit, that was terrible. Cindy Lauper, your guest judge. Okay, cool, whatever. It's gonna be a 1-on-1 match. Is this the one where it blows up after? No. Ooh, we don't have 1v1 matches like this very often. So let's see what we got here. It's gonna be this person versus this person. Ready, and what the fuck is it with 5-star wrestling characters getting in this goddamn fucking thing? Okay, so it is going to be Andy Organ versus Harlem Heat Booker T in a landmine deathmatch. Andy Organ getting slammed down by Booker T. Booker T, Andy Organ, snapmare to Booker T. If you don't know who Andy Organ is, he is from 5-Star Wrestling. Curtis Angel, who showed up 2 shows ago, is from the same video game. They are from the same stable of knockoff wrestlers. And now Booker T gets thrown out into the explosive wire. Booker T bloody already, not even a minute into this match. And now Booker T on attack here. Booker T now getting in some toe hold action there. And now Andy Organ DDT onto Booker T. Andy Organ very much currently in charge of this match right now. As now Andy Organ, oh, equalized. Booker T throws Andy Organ out onto the barbed wire explosion. Andy Organ now bloody. Now both men are at an equal playing field. 2 minutes into this match. Andy Organ running bulldog. Drags Booker T to the corner for some reason and pins him in the ropes. Cyndi Lauper gonna see right through that. Blood all over the ring mat. Andy Organ kicking down Booker. Booker T power slam on Andy Organ and locks him into a single leg Boston Crab. Is Andy Organ going to tap out? No, he doesn't. He gets out of it. I highly recommend you watch some of New Legacy Inc. playing 5-Star Wrestling to get more familiar with Andy Organ. Andy Organ getting thrown into that barbed wire. Gonna cut him up even more. Super kick, straight flush to the chin from Booker T on to Organ. Single leg Boston Crab once again. DDT from Organ. So I said earlier that we would discuss the main event. The main event's going to be a I'm sorry, I got distracted. The main event's going to be an 8-man battle royale, or a competitor battle royale. We do have women that we do let wrestle. The men, were intergender here. It will be between Kenny Omega, Megazord, and Test versus another 5 random wrestlers. Now you might be asking, why? Why is it? Why Andy Organ with a beautiful switchblade or sling blade? Why do those 3 get into this match? Well, because I actually looked at this. AKO. Yeah, AKO. So those 3 get in because they actually have the highest records in TTWA. 2 of them are former champions, so that's why. Megazord is not. Megazord just had such a domineering performance in the last tournament that he literally shot up to the top of the ranks in one night. It's going to be a elimination match because those are more fun to watch. And yeah, so that's what the main event's going to be. So Kenny Omega, this is his last shot at redemption. If Kenny Omega cannot win this match, or beat Chase Owens, he has to go to the back of a very long line. Meanwhile, Megazord made his name. I know he might have fallen a little bit short there, but he now he's not going to be at the very end of a tournament in which he fought one more match than his opponent. He is going to be in a brawl. He's going to be as fresh as everybody else. I'm sure that they've done some repairs to the Megazord. So, it's not as broken. That's the only reason Balrog won, is because he broke the Megazord. And then Test looking to get some revenge on the Megazord, maybe. The Megazord knocked him out, ruined his payday. He was trying to get that championship payday. He was trying to get that final payday. He was trying to get that match of the night payday, and he didn't get any of that. In fact, actually, match of the night payday went to Bubbles and whoever the fuck Bubbles beat. But Bubbles got performance of the night there. So maybe Bubbles will get added to this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I realized that I forgot to do. I miscounted. I thought I was going to do a 6-man. I forgot that I can do 8-man. So maybe we'll throw Bubbles in too. I have a couple matches to decide. And then got Charles Manson later on tonight. Charles Manson is going to go up against a random competitor in a random match. I think we're going to do a singles match for that one, or just a traditional no gimmicks single match. Maybe I'll do no DQ. We'll see how that works. But yeah, he has lost a couple matches now. He is now, I believe, 3-2. Yes, he is 3-2. He lost to Duffman. He lost to the Green M&M, and it's come down from upon high from my cat. If he, obviously, if he wins tonight, he gets the title shot at the chapter opener, which will be in 2 weeks. However, if he loses and then loses again next week, we're in a very interesting predicament, because that would mean that he has lost his Proving Grounds challenge. And honestly, we were kind of booking the pure heavyweight title around him winning it, because he was doing real well there for a while. So if he doesn't win, then there will be a 5-way title match between Giant Silva, who really has said he does not care. He wants all comers. He doesn't care about the fact that we just keep throwing this dude in multi-man matches. Booker T with the roll-up pin there. Yeah, but Giant Silva does not care that we keep throwing him in multi-man matches. He's a take on all comers type champion. So he will go up against. Excuse me. He will go up against either Charles Manson or the 4 people who beat Charles Manson. If that would have happened, we know 2 of them would be Duffman and the Green M&M. We don't know who those other few would be. So it could be a good match. You know, I mean, it will be a good match. You know what? I feel really bad for that S1 rules match. So let's get you guys a fucking cage match, yeah? Let's do a fucking 4-on-4 cage match. Your competitors will be Jet Jaguar, Emil Stoichi, Frankie Kazarian, and Negro Casas versus Reptile, Superfly, Rosemary, and Ernest the Cat Miller. Your referee for this evening will not be Jesus Christ. It will be... No, not Tigger Hispano. We see too much of him. Ref Gersman, who screwed over himself, if you remember. 130 minutes to count. Okay. Let's go. Jet Jaguar and Reptile teaming up there, and Reptile taking down all comers. Reptile now getting attacked by Emil as Rosemary and Superfly team up on Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar getting headbutted in the head. Rosemary, the person to watch in this match. Rosemary is a phenomenal professional wrestler, and she is on fire right now. She is taking down everybody. Yeah, I don't think Rosemary's gotten hit this entire match. There she goes. Emil Stoichi hits a chop on her as Ernest the Cat Miller and Casas teaming up, or pairing off over there, and then Emil Stoichi going up to fight Ernest the Cat Miller. I believe Emil Stoichi is a professional wrestler, but also like on a soap opera in Europe or something. We're gonna check with my co-commentator, Emil. No, not Emil Stoicism. Oh, stupid computer. Anyway, so yeah, no, Jet Jaguar, getting paired off against Rosemary. Maybe he thinks Rosemary is a kaiju, like he, that's his whole thing. His whole purpose is to destroy kaiju. So, and now he's going after Reptile. Yeah, Jet Jaguar hasn't attacked any of like the real people in the, well, Rosemary's a real person, but I mean, look at her. So yeah, that is yeah, I think Emil is like he's a European wrestler. I want to say he's like in like an Italian soap opera or something. Anyway, now Frankie Kazarian going up against Reptile, and there's looks like a armbar from Ernest the Cat Miller onto Emil or onto Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar also a robot. Second robot we've had here in TTWA as he gets put into a rear naked choke, and Frankie Kazarian trying to break it up. He does. I don't know who's on a team anymore. I've lost track of all that. I'm just watching a bunch of people beat the hell out of each other. As Rosemary grabs a chair, she's looking on who she wants to use it on, and she cracks Frankie Kazarian across the back. He doesn't really appear to notice. Now he gets nailed in the stomach there. He looks like Emil saves Negro Casas from getting it to the back from the steel chair. Jet Jaguar pinning Rosemary, 1 count only. Ernest the Cat Miller getting enziguried by Frankie Kazarian. Both men down now. Man, Ernest the Cat Miller's throwing a lot of submissions the way of his opponents as Jet Jaguar kind of gets out of there, and Frank Kazarian now rolling up the Miller. Oh, and Frank Kazarian and Miller just going off on each other as so it looks like we have a new pairing here of Stochi and Reptile. And dude, oh, and look at that assisted powerbomb onto Reptile. As it looks like we have a 2-on-1 type scenario here. Ernest the Cat Miller and Superfly going up against Negro Casas. Frank Kazarian, a diving leg drop onto Rosemary. Goes to the pinfall. Gersman coming over. It's too hectic of a match. Took him a while to get over there. And as Reptile drags Jet Jaguar's limp body, he throws Emil into the corner to get him out of the way. Hurricane Rana from Reptile onto Reptile, or onto Jet Jaguar. Excuse me, I am out of it today commentary-wise, and I do apologize. Giant swing from Jaguar. No. Reptile knocks him out of it. Taken away from the fans. Everyone wants to see a giant swing as Frank Kazarian hits a swinging neckbreaker. And it looks like Reptile looks tired. Reptile, he's only used to fighting, 3-minute intervals. Not even. What's the average round time in Mortal Kombat? Like a minute? So, he's already well over that as Superfly goes for a diving senton there. Frank Kazarian and the Miller. The Miller! Going up again, rivaling each other again. He locks Miller into a rear naked choke. Doesn't really get anything out of it. And oh, look at this! Oh, he's got a board. Reptile has a board. He doesn't do anything with it. Jet Jaguar's flurry of punches onto Reptile and locks in the Brock Lock. Brock Lock applied onto Reptile, but Negro Casas has Ernest the Cat Miller in a leg lock. Gets out of it through they both. Another senton from Superfly, this time onto Frankie Kazarian, as Frankie Kazarian hits a belly-to-belly suplex onto Superfly, and Ernest the Cat Miller hits a belly-to-belly on Negro Casas, and spinning vertical suplex from Emil, very nice. Reptile and Jaguar going at each other, and Casas nails Kazarian with that sledgehammer and a reverse Hurricane Rana onto Stochi. As it looks like Casas thrown into a tree of woe. Superfly kicks him out of it. Rear naked choke onto Reptile. Gets out of it though. Powers through it. Rosemary pinning Liger. No, Liger. Jaguar. Not Liger. He's not Liger. Two pairing off. Reptile and Casas. Reptile being the better out of that, but does pass out immediately afterwards and gets a leg drop from Kazarian for his trouble. Rosemary coming to the aid of her teammate, knocking down Kazarian and Casas and Jaguar. Now Reptile getting a leg buster there. And Reptile kicking Casas in the head, countering. But look at that, Reptile's pretty much useless. Looks like Emil's got Miller locked in an armbar there. He does get out of it as Jet Jaguar mounted punches on the Superfly. Okay, Ernest the Cat Miller now locking in a Kimura onto Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar does get out of the just get into the ropes here as Miller misses an enziguri. Superfly with the moonsault onto Casas. No, Casas gets out of it. Superfly getting kicks in the stomach from Negro Casas. Negro. Stop saying that word. So that's how I was taught Spanish. Fun fact. I didn't realize it was Negro until I got to college. They literally taught me to say it the other way in school, which is why I'm bad at it and accidentally saying the other word that I'm trying not to say. And Reptile and Negro Casas doing an assisted powerbomb onto Reptile as Rosemary locks in a headlock on Emil, but he's in the ropes, and this is all a little bit too in the ropes for everybody. I gotta say, neither team has really utilized the cage from what I can see. You gotta wonder if that's a smart move as Superfly just does a backflip for no reason. We saw Frank Kazarian had a kendo stick, couldn't really make good use of it. 2-0. What a beautiful pinfall though. From Superfly. Oh my God, that was a standing moonsault from Reptile onto Kazarian. Superfly, standout of this match. He is really trying to win something here, and a rolling camel clutch doesn't lock it. It doesn't really get it. Casas saving the day and locking Scorpion and Octopus stretch here. Rosemary looking like she stopped it. A beautiful running moonsault as Jesus Christ. Superfly just did 450. Superfly on fire. Now look at that. Emil and Superfly are just trying to. Oh my God! Everyone's jumping everywhere. Yes, Scorpion just won with a red arrow. Definitely a corkscrew of some time. Yeah, twisting moonsault press. So yes, a red arrow. Beautiful match. As I keep an eye on this, so I know to how to change all this shit later. In the statistics screen. I'm happy Rosemary got a win there. Rosemary is legitimately one of my favorite wrestlers going right now. So like yeah. It's not very often that a wrestler is so cool that they make me want to watch their shit. In recent memory, ironically, Enzo made me want to watch NXT. I was a really big Enzo guy until, and the entire Bullet Club is why I watch New Japan. I honestly think I think I would like New Japan. I just probably wouldn't get as into it as I do now because this whole Bullet Club storyline is great. But yeah. So that's been me. As we prepare for the Charles Manson Proving Ground, which I have not done an updated graphic for, and I do apologize. I will have one ready next week if I need to, but I might not. Charles Manson, he is 3-2 in this best of 7 series, in which he does an open challenge. If he wins tonight's match, he will get a title shot against Giant Silva, a one-on-one title shot, something he feels he was unjustly stolen from him multiple times. And he will just get a fair shot at it in 2 weeks at the beginning of Chapter 4. Let's see who your referee for this match will be. Now, remember, so he has beaten Super Calo, he has beaten D-Lo, he lost to the Green M&M, and then he beat Barry Windham, and then he lost to Duffman. So Charles Manson, great track record against real people, horrible track record against cartoons. So, we're going to see here who Charles Manson, if this is a cartoon, Charles Manson might be screwed. Once again, we're going to ignore these three, and we're going to ignore these three. This is the only one that matters. Ready? And it's Billy Kidman. So that's good. Charles Manson is great against real people. So this could be the final match of the Charles Manson Proving Ground series. And let's see who your referee for this evening will be. Cyndi Lauper. Yeah, we already saw Cyndi Lauper tonight. Let's see who it's going to be. The FMW ref. Sure, man, whatever. 10 speed. We don't need that. 30 minutes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th match of the Charles Manson Proving Ground series begins now. Will Charles be in charge tonight? That is the important question. The evil monster, Charles Manson, has to go up against drug addict Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman has joined Colts before, so, you know, maybe. Referee FMW ref. Charles Manson going for a lariat, misses. Billy Kidman also misses that dropkick. Charles Manson hits a power slam onto Billy Kidman. And a snapmare from Manson here. And no, Billy Kidman goes for a headlock, gets suplexed out of it. Billy Kidman now's European uppercut onto Manson. Now you gotta think too. As Charles Manson goes for his crucifix pin here, Billy Kidman now is the only competitor so far in the Charles Manson Proving Ground who has actually heard the stipulation that if Charles Manson loses this best of 7 series, instead of him getting the title shot against Giant Silva in 2 weeks, it will be the 4 people who beat Manson. We know 2 of those people are the Green M&M and Duffman. We would still need to see if Manson loses another 2 matches before he wins 1, as Charles Manson is 3-2 in the best of 7 series. This is a real person who actually existed, unlike the Green M&M and Duffman, which Charles Manson has beaten every single person in the Proving Ground that actually exists. So that ball's in Charles Manson's court here, but he does not have momentum. He just come off of a loss from Duffman last week, so maybe he doesn't have the confidence, maybe he doesn't have the energy, losing to Duffman, fucking Duffman. So maybe Kidman doesn't. Maybe Kidman pulls up an upset here as he hits Manson with the European strike. Manson knocking down Kidman, dragging him into the center of the ring, trying to go maybe for a pinfall. No, picks him up, grapples him, and a sidewalk slam from Manson onto Billy Kidman. Manson has had 2 separate shots for the TTWA Pure Heavyweight title. He has, I believe, the most failed title matches in the history of TTWA. However, that first title shot, we made him, my cat, the commissioner, made him compete for it the night he won the number 1 contendership. And then, even though he had earned the number 1 contendership again, he had to share it with Giant Silva, who, as we know, beat Shawn Michaels to become the 2nd champion. So Manson's argument is that he was never pinned. My cat has gotten tired of his complaints and put him in the Proving Grounds, which is a best of 7 open challenge. And as we can see here, Kidman has answered that challenge. Oh, and it looks like Manson gets in the ropes. And a suplex from Kidman to Manson. And what is that? What is this innovative pinfall from Kidman? Gotta say, so far it's been back and forth here as Manson hits a vertical suplex onto Kidman. Climbing up to the top rope as Manson diving elbow drop. No, Kidman got up. Kidman's a high flyer. Kidman knows better, and Kidman also knows a lot about never hitting moves from the top rope. What's up? What's up, Kidman Suit and Star Press? How you doing? So anyway, ooh, what a beautiful reversal from Kidman. Kidman's on fire. Kidman wants that title shot. See, the thing about Kidman too is that if Kidman wins this, it's still up to the next person to open to answer the challenge next week. As Manson goes for a diving crossbody and misses. I guess technically there's nothing in the rules that says it can't be the same person answering the challenge. But given that we have over 2,000 professional wrestlers, and fake wrestlers, and Charles Manson people, and cartoons, and anime, and video games, and presidents, and whatever the hell that penis was a couple weeks ago, there's a lot of people signed to the TTWA. The chances of Kidman getting 2 matches is out there. But anything could happen. Shit, Charles Manson's literally in a number 1 contenders match as he hits the Helter Skelter. This is his finisher. He's trying to put Kidman away. I think it might be a little bit too early. Manson agrees as he doesn't even go for the pinfall. Throws Kidman into the ropes. Oh, look at that. Manson's tired. Manson's had a rough couple months. He is pretty much, I think, wrestled the most. No, he hasn't technically wrestled the most matches. That would be Balrog. But Balrog wrestles all his matches in one night in the title tournament. Whereas Manson just literally, I think, wrestled every single week since like week 3. Back when these weren't weekly things, as Kidman almost gets the pinfall, almost steals it from Manson there as he pulls up his trunks. Maybe get better fitting pants, dude. Come on. And when you're champion, you can afford better fitting pants as he goes for the elbow drop. Oh, what's this? Got a running kick to the face. What did running do, Kidman? What did running do for that? And he gets lariated. Manson apparently agrees with me as he taunts to the crowd. Evil ass bastard. Crossbody on the Kidman. 1, 2, 2.9. Kidman kicks out. Kidman goes for the dropkick. Manson ducks right under it. Manson's tired. Look how tired Manson is. He can't even capitalize. He's got Kidman down. He can't do anything about it. Throws Kidman into the ropes. Lariat. No! Kidman ducks! Manson picks him up. Goes for the powerbomb. No! Kidman counters it to a DDT! Kidman's got momentum. Lariat! No! Lariat takes him down. Kind of a sling blade, but not really. And Manson, elbow to the head as he taunts to the crowd. Manson getting a little bit showboaty. Maybe he doesn't take Kidman super seriously. Which would honestly be par for the course for Manson as he drives Kidman's face into his knee, goes to the pinfall. Kidman in the ropes. Bad ring awareness from Charles Manson. What is this? Oh, look at this pinfall. How they... Well, hold up. Hey, his elbows were not on the mat, ref. I know you're wearing that helmet, but his elbows were not on that mat as Manson hits a vertical suplex. Like, I'm not saying, like, let's not screw Charles Manson, literal devil, out of a match, but his whole getting screwed out of matches stick is why he's still here. As Kidman goes for another pinfall, in which is very suspect, and no, Manson's able to kick out of him. Looks like Manson's found the number for that. Kidman's been in charge as he locks the headlock in. Manson gets his foot in the ropes, though. Yeah, this has been all Kidman, but Kidman has that conditioning of a pro wrestler. Manson is is a dead person, but time machine, so that's fine. And oh my god, look at this sunset flip! 2, 3! Kidman did it! Charles Manson is now 3-3 in the Proving Ground series. We will go to next week. The main event will be the final match of the Charles Manson Proving Ground series. That's right. It will be. We will know by next week if we're going to get a one-on-one match at the T1 Claw Max opener, or we will know if we are going to get a 5-way match. Speaking of the T1 Claw Max, look at this cool ass logo. I kind of threw up. It says Meow Max because that was the original name. But I decided to do Claw Max because it makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, if you don't know if you're not familiar with the G1 Climax in real life, the T1 Claw Max will be a round robin tournament, 2 brackets of 8 wrestlers. They will wrestle for points. The highest points in each bracket will face off each other. The 2 winners of each bracket face off each other, and then that person gets a shot at either the TTWA World Heavyweight Championship match, which is always fought as a death match, the TTWA Pure Heavyweight Championship match, which is what Charles Manson here is going for. That is always a no stipulations, just straight up match. Or the tournament title, which is normally fought in a gruesome fighting, which is UFC rules, tournament, but we are going to allow the T1 Claw Max winner to go all the way to the finals, get a bye straight to the finals, which is insane. So yeah, but now it's time for the main event. The main event of the evening. This is a number 1 contendership match for the TTWA World Heavyweight Championship, which I will now play nope, not that one. I am now going to play the video for, I'm now going to play the video for that one while I pull up Kenny Omega test and the Megazord. Give me a sec. Damn it, it's not working. Work. Why don't you love me? Love me. Ah! You know, the whole putting the video up so I can, like, add people to the match thing kind of loses the point when the fucking thing doesn't load. championship videos. And we're ready to go. Due to technical issues, the first portion of this match is going to be post-commentary. And that is due to the fact that, once again, I muted the microphone and then simply forgot to unmute the microphone. So, here we go. As we select Kenny Omega, we are also going, well, we're going to select Kenny Omega, Test, and the Megazord, and then I did indeed decide to add Bubbles Utonium to the match due to her Match of the Night performance at TTWA Redemption. You can see, I think this is actually the point in which I expressed the concern that I'll just express right here. They should really add a search option. I think it would be awesome and much easier, because right now I am looking for the Megazord, which I passed. I passed the Megazord. I'm going to I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking for this asshole. And you can see a bunch of these characters. I have a lot of bears, and I'm like just normal bears or like puns on bears. And I'm really disappointed none of them have shown up. I also have like a bunch of old horror characters. There was Bear Vader. Like, come on. Bear Van Vader? Come on now. I don't know if that was his name. And then here's me looking again. I have also a lot of Street Fighter characters. I don't just have Balrog, and I've actually considered what the fuck. Like, if Balrog's as good as he is, I really want to know how everyone else is. Because Balrog is amazing, and that probably means bad for anybody else who goes up against Street Fighter characters. Then again, we did see Laura, and Laura got bodied, so maybe I also don't remember who made them all, so maybe they won't actually be that bad. Maybe they will. I don't know. There's Steve the Samurai. He's not even a real... Steve the Samurai is one of the two people in... I don't even know if it's two. Steve the Samurai might be the only one in the entire TTWA who's not actually based on anybody. He's based on a joke by Chuck Taylor, so that's what that is. Man, this is taking a minute. I can't wait until more people get championships, because the video could have covered for this. And look, I find him right away. Fucking bullshit. And then Test is also super easy to find. Yeah. Because he's Attitude Era Test, even though he's not. That's another issue I come across, is like, yeah, you see there, he's all eras of Test, but like sometimes I'll forget that, or I'll download like, okay, well, this is Punisher Test, and this is Andrew, Martin, and this is Debut Test, and this is TNA Test, and like all those are there, but I don't know that because sometimes they don't state that. Right now I'm stating that, these four are going to go against the other four. And there we go. Okay, so it is Omega, Utonium, Megazord, Martin, versus Ophidian, Great Sasuke, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Giant Jerry Seinfeld. You might notice that Bubbles and Ophidian are having a rematch right now, along with Test and the Megazord. And then we have three newcomers, being the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Jerry Seinfeld, and Great Sasuke, versus the former champion, Kenny Omega. We have two former champions in this match. I think that's the most former champions we've ever had in a match that isn't a tag match. And the Commissioner is actually here with me. Hello, Commissioner. How are you? Are you getting into trouble? Getting into trouble? Oh, you're heavy. We need to stop feeding you forever. No more food for you. Anyway, so I'm looking at the rules here, and once the match starts, we'll actually go into... We'll stop pulling back the curtain. Isn't that right, Commissioner? Meow. Meow. He doesn't want to talk. He never wants to talk when he's by a microphone. Anyway, referee for this match, Guy Fieri. You see Ophidian and Great Sasuke going at it. Sasuke right locking Ophidian into an armbar. Jerry Seinfeld getting kneed in the face by Kenny Omega as Kenny Omega goes for the creature from the Black Lagoon, who hits an RKO on Ophidian. Bubbles going for a Hurricane Rana. Bubbles, and you see right there the tournament, the people from the tournament title tournament are all going after each other with the exception of Ophidian here, and Ophidian getting behind Great Sasuke. Now Sasuke getting behind him and a kick to the back of the head as Megazord body slams Test, and an arm bar or an arm rigger from Bubbles. Now, the Megazord, right? We saw this problem the first time that the Megazord showed up, which was he is a robot, and no, he's a robot, and therefore the thing froze there for a second, so that's gonna suck. But yeah, he's a robot, so he cannot get killed. Or he can't. I'm sorry, he can't get killed. Well, he can't get killed. He can't get tired. He can't tap out. You can't knock him out. You have to break the robot, and that's pretty much what we're gonna see them trying to do here, as Bubbles and Ophidian seem to renew their rivalry, and we kind of see. I'm off sync from you guys now, but. I should have rendered this and then did this, but I'm running short of time. I've had a very busy week here, and I hope we don't see any eliminations until I come back on, because I did realize halfway through this match that I did realize halfway through this match that I fucked up my my commentary a little bit. And I popped back in, and I do call the rest of this match live. But yeah, no one's been eliminated so far, and Megazord, they're cheating again. That might be a little delayed there, but he is cheating, and we do see that the creature from the Black Lagoon is now busted open. That's going to be a problem. A lot of great showings in this match. Every single competitor in this match is trying and putting on a wonderful show that you're gonna a lot of these people are the future of TTWA, I would like to think. Ophidian has he is a, honestly, Bubbles might have gotten into this match because Ophidian won match, or because she won the match of the night, but I mean Ophidian did everything also, like that those two beat the hell out of each other and deserve equal credit for it, so I'm glad that Ophidian ended up in this match. Jerry Seinfeld, a little bit out of left field here, kind of expect Jerry Seinfeld to not do as well. He's not a wrestler, he's a comedian. Great Sasuke, expect a lot from Great Sasuke. Creature from the Black Lagoon is a monster. We don't know how monsters work. We do know we bleed, so if he bleeds, you can kill it. But that's pretty much all we know about the monster known as the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Test, we know Test is a beast. He's a monster, and he had a great showing at the tournament title tournament. In this match, I think he's going to try and show that it wasn't a fluke, that he had that wonderful showing. And then Kenny Omega, something's up with Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega is just too into his own head. He was on top of the world, and then Chase Owens beat him, and I think that was a huge upset, actually, Chase Owens beating him, and I think that really kind of bothered Kenny, and I don't think Kenny was in a good place when he went up against Chase Owens the second time, and it resulted in him losing his rematch, and I don't know if Kenny's in a good place yet. I think if Kenny does not win this match, Kenny might need to go and take some time off and come back and get in a good mental place, because I don't know if he is. He doesn't seem like he is. He's making a lot of mistakes. He's not doing he's not being the Kenny Omega we know him as, and I think it might be best if Kenny, we have the TTWA Clawmax coming up, and I think Kenny might be best served by sitting that one out. That's gonna be a whole month of matches. We are gonna see the beginning of that tournament on the 20th But I think it's best if Kenny doesn't get into that tournament, which all those competitors will be randomized. So there is a chance he will, but there's a higher chance that he won't. And yeah, I also want to point out Bubbles is now hitting her second Kaniku driver, which, that move is amazing. I'm so happy that it's in the repertoire here. But we do have a pinfall here. No one eliminated yet. But yeah, Kenny Omega, he really needs to get into the fair swing of things. He needs something. He's just not the same Kenny Omega that won the title, and it's kind of sad to look at him. And honestly, the same could be said of Test, but like Test, we didn't have the same amount of domination. We did see him win 6 matches in a row in the tournament title that he won, but then he only really got one more match under his belt until he went down to the Megazord, who you can clearly see he's avoiding the Megazord. I think he might be afraid of the Megazord. We might not have the same Test that won that title. He might not be in the best space, or maybe maybe Test is trying to be the lazy one in this situation. Maybe he's trying to avoid the hard work that comes with being a champion. And I did hear from his camp that he didn't necessarily train all that much before the Redemption tournament. It is very possible that maybe he just thought he was the best, and as a result, he just hasn't put in the work that's required to be a champion. And honestly, his performance here, he's been very dominating, but he has that giant size. He has those muscles that we don't know if they're natural. I suspect that they aren't. He just isn't maybe the stature of man that we want as our champion. And I mean, hey, Balrog is a great redemption story. He also had the same effect as Test is having, but he got the better of it, and we do see Great Sasuke being eliminated here. I tried not to call because I don't know how far off I am based by you guys, but yeah, Great Sasuke is now no longer in this match. First eliminated, did not expect that of the Great Sasuke, and I am going to stop talking now, and it'll be a little bit quiet while I take over in live, but thank you. I will see you this Wednesday. Commentating this entire match. Jesus Christ. So that's gonna be post commentary. Can we talk about Jerry Seinfeld? What's the deal with Seinfeld? Man, that is super crazy that Jerry Seinfeld's still in this match here. As I was saying, Kenny Omega, a lot of emotional anguish coming into this match. A lot of emotional anguish coming into the Chase Owens rematch. Kenny Omega needs to get his emotions in check for him to regain his title. As Bubbles gets not a 3 count. Bubbles, very impressive showing here. Also very impressive showing as he helps Bubbles with the 3D. Jerry Seinfeld. Megazord looking rather unsturdy here. I think he's taken a lot of damage from getting beaten up by 7 people. Creature from the Black Lagoon also, really, that dude, as he gets hit with the TKO, really impressive with me here. He's been bleeding since the beginning. He's been getting his ass kicked as Jerry Seinfeld gets into the ropes here. Doesn't get eliminated from Ophidian. Ophidian was telling me backstage, he said, if I can just beat Bubbles in this match, that's all he wants. He wants to win the title. Everyone wants to win the title, but he feels embarrassed that he lost in a MMA match to a little girl, and he wants to show the world that he can do this. He can beat her. He is a competitor. We get the count of 13 there as Seinfeld breaks a light tube over poor creature from the Black Lagoon. He has just been getting destroyed this match. And the two champions teaming up on Ophidian here. Ophidian knocked out. Now Test going after Ophidian, and now he's going after Bubbles. Creature from the Black Lagoon now throwing Ophidian, going after Test here. You got to think the two, obviously the three people to watch out for this in this match: Kenny Omega, Test, and the Megazord. We've already seen one of the random participants get eliminated, and it's not looking good for the other three. Bubbles got in here because she had performance of the night at the chapter opener. Running power slam from Test onto Bubbles. Kenny Omega gonna get in the ropes there. The fighting has all merged into this corner here, and Test and Kenny Omega working together on the Megazord. Remember, Kenny Omega. Oh, look at that! It looks like Jerry Seinfeld leaving the ring. It looks like maybe he got tapped out and we missed it in ensuing chaos. Looks like some creature of the Black Lagoon also getting tapped out. Ophidian. 3 Test is eliminated. Your final 4: Megazord, Ophidian, Bubbles, and Kenny Omega. But doesn't look like Kenny Omega's gonna be in this much longer. No. Megazord looking to challenge somebody, not getting anything. Ophidian going much longer than I thought he would. Test, early elimination. Test has been very disappointing. He's got to feel really bad about it. He came in, he won that tournament in domineering fashion, and then just nothing. He has not capitalized on any of that momentum he had. Oh, and he gets an elbow to the head. Ophidian now with a beautiful suplex. Actually getting a beautiful suplex here. Bubbles Dragon Whip. 1, 2. No, Kenny Omega gets out. Kenny Omega, the only person in this match to ever hold the title now. And they're competing for the title that he owned. Kenny Omega could get another shot at this title. He just needs to go through the Megazord, who is a robot. I would like to reiterate something I said, at the 2 weeks ago. Robots cannot get worn down. They cannot get beaten up. They cannot tap out. And Kenny Omega taps! Bubbles now. No, Ophidian and Bubbles are going to have to put their differences aside. They're going to have to work together to take down the Megazord. Bubbles, once again, performance of the night from this young girl. Oh, and Ophidian with the Canadian Destroyer and the DDT. Ophidian also, performance of the night. These two are rock stars. These two are the future. All 3 competitors down. Lariat on the Ophidian. Bubbles running around. Bubbles doesn't even seem tired. Crossbody. Why would you break that up, Ophidian? Because he wants the pinfall himself. They can't put their differences aside. 3. Oh, the rematch. The rematch between Bubbles and Ophidian. Bubbles with the spine buster onto Ophidian, going to the top rope. She's looking to end it here. Crossbody. No, that was a diving headbutt. Ophidian taps. Bubbles did it. I said it 2 weeks ago. I said Bubbles has a performance that's going to get her some opportunities here in TTWA, and she did. Bubbles will face Chase Owens in 2 weeks at the opener of Chapter 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been TTWA. I hope you have a wonderful night. Goodbye.